Hello, welcome to Richard's Report for Monday, December 13, 2021. In the report today, boosters available for all immunocompromised. Cop in hot water for alleged sex with minor. Alleged cult church killer remanded. Psycho evaluation not done yet. 2 more accident. Vax or test policy creating hardship for workers. If you want to send me a video or a story to cover, you can WhatsApp me at 876-538-5174 or email religiousqna@gmail.com. I'm Richard and now the details. So as of today, Jamaicans over 18 can now get a booster shot for their vax. As of Monday, Jamaica will offer a booster shot to all persons 18 years and older who have received a single dose of the J&J vax. The booster can be given with the J&J vax 2 to 6 months after the initial shot, or with the Pfizer vax 6 months after. Also starting on Monday, adults 60 years and older and healthcare worker will be given a booster dose of the Big C vax. The development follows the ministry's finalization of its evaluation and benefits analysis of the administering of an additional dose of the authorized Big C vax to key members of the population. The Ministry of Health recommends that a booster dose of the Pfizer vax be offered 6 months or more after the completion of the initial dose, either the Pfizer, AstraZeneca, or J&J shots. The move is in line with a cabinet decision for boosters to be given to key population at increased risk of severe illness from Big C. Those at risk of waning protection who could pose an increased threat of transmission to vulnerable population also qualified for boosters. So these key population are essential for maintaining healthcare system capacity, said a ministry spokesperson in a statement. They have solved the problem. They have solved the wastage problem. Just give it to those who want it and stop molesting the rest of us to take something that we don't want. Can't we find a better way? Speaking of the vax and molestation, Google has gotten into the mix. If you have an Android phone with Google Assistant, just say, "Sing me a song" or "Sing a song," and you will hear this.
Let's celebrate that we have the vaccine to help us bring a change to this world. It can help us build our immunities while taking care of our communities. Vaccines are safe and an important step towards opening up and shaking hands again, and going somewhere we couldn't visit for months, protecting ourselves and the world at once. Scientists worked night and day. In record time they found a way, like superheroes and masks and gloves, helping us get back to what we love. If you want to hear that again, just ask me to sing the vaccine song.
The funny thing is this: if you say "sing the vaccine song," it will give you a search result instead. Now, Google and other tech giants like Facebook have this thing where they are trying to get people to think a particular way. For example, I was trying the YouTube Kids app with a child account. What do they show me? Homosexual content. No, there is nothing wrong with you practicing homosexuality. That's your choice. But my child knowing about it is a conversation for me to have with them. From the very beginning of this pandemic, Google, who owns YouTube, which is why you can watch this video, has censored information on the pandemic that was not in aid of the mass hysteria. All these companies need to understand that they are a company that is providing a service. So just provide your service and make people make their decision for themselves. Cop in hot water for allegedly having sex with a minor. A police constable who allegedly befriended the underage sister of a woman who has been reporting to a police station as a condition of bail has been charged with having sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16. Jerome Solomon was granted bail in the sum of $350,000 when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew court on Friday. The 36-year-old lawman is to return to court on January 13 when a committal hearing is to be held to determine whether the matter is to be heard in the Supreme Court. Allegations are that the constable became acquainted with the minor when she accompanied her sister, who was at the time reporting on bail at the police station where the cop was based. Sometime after, the minor and the lawman reportedly became intimate. After the purported activity between the two, they were discovered. The matter was reported to the Center of the Investigation of Sexual Offensive and Child Abuse, CISOCA. So following a probe, a file was prepared and submitted to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, ODPP. A ruling hearing earlier this month said the policeman should be charged. Now men, all men, there are too many women who are willing to make sex a financial transaction for you to be caught up with having sex with minors. This is why we need more combo parties. But leave the little kids alone. Forensic psychiatric evaluation is yet to be done on Andre Ruddock, the member of Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministry in St. James, who has been implicated in the murder of a congregant during a church ritual in October. Yeah, that was October. Ruddock appeared remotely in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston last week. When the case was mentioned, the 32-year-old man is charged with murder of Tamika Gardner, an employee of Appliance Traders Limited, ATL. Initially, Ruddock was remanded in custody for a psychiatric evaluation to be done. However, prosecutors request that the more detailed evaluation, which is to be determined, among other things, the accused man's state of mind at the time of the controversial incident at the Montego Bay St. James Base Church in October. Ruddock's attorney, Anthony William, explained to presiding judge Justice Vinette Graham Hallen what he described as a complex administrative process relative to the payment for the evaluation. However, an agreement was arrived at for the evaluation to be done amid those administrative issues. As a result, Ruddock was remanded in custody until February 10, 2022. Police reports are that on Sunday, October 17, the congregants were gathered during a suspected ritual at the church on the instruction of the now deceased controversial pastor Kevin Smith. During the event at the church, Smith reportedly instructed a congregant to slit Gardner's throat. The individual refused, and Ruddock grabbed the knife that was on hand and used it to slash the woman's throat in full view of other members of the church. Another member of the church, Michael Brown, was also killed during the night's bizarre event, which culminated with an alleged shootout between members of the church and the police. Another congregant, Kevart Palmer, who reportedly attacked the law enforcers with a knife, was shot and killed. Many members of the church, including Smith and Ruddock, were subsequently arrested. Ruddock reportedly gave a caution statement in the presence of two justices of the peace for the parish of St. James a day after the incident. He was eventually transported to Kingston, where he was charged with murder. Smith died in a motor vehicle accident on Monday, October 25th, before he was charged. A policeman, later identified as Constable Orlando Irons, also died as a result of the crash on the Linstead bypass in St. Catherine. Two more accidents happened on Sunday. Firstly, one killed, two injured in St. Thomas crash. One man has been killed and two other people injured and hospitalized following two motor vehicle collisions in St. Thomas yesterday morning. The deceased has not yet been identified. It is reported that about 7:40 a.m. the deceased was driving a grey Toyota Corolla motor car along the Albion Main Road when he lost control of the vehicle. The car, in which a female passenger was also traveling, slammed into a utility pole, breaking it in two. Both occupants were flung from the vehicle. In the meantime, in Kingston, several people have been rushed to hospital following a traffic accident involving a minibus and a garbage truck on the Mandela Highway in St. Andrew. Reports are that about 5:45 p.m. the minibus was traveling along the roadway towards Kingston when it collided with a garbage truck that was traveling in the same direction and overturned. So like I said in my past two videos, this is the third video now, go easy on the roads. Too many lives are being lost in this silly season, so just be careful out there. Vax or test policy creating hardship for workers. The financial hardship are beginning to set in for Antoinette Calderon, the Quad Care Limited employee who has been on unpaid vacation leave for refusing to comply with the COVID policy implemented by her employers 2 months ago. She is one of many who are being raped by a system that insists that it's their way or stay home and starve. It's weird because this is a world that we have laws saying that if you and a woman can no longer tolerate each other, that you need to still take care of her, even if you want to get a divorce. It's where if you withhold money from your wife or woman for any reason, it is considered financial abuse. But yet still, companies can tell workers, do this or else, no work, no job. It's absolutely disgusting considering these companies take no risk. If you are injured, you're on your own. If you are killed, you're on your own. I heard Delroy Chuck saying that the joke has not killed anyone. My question is, did he look at the VAERS records? Furthermore, Jamaica don't have such a system. So how can you tell? Google, the government and Big Pharma just want everyone to come out like zombies and take the joke. No questions, no accountability. If you watch my video on Saturday, I broke down the numbers. And really, are their employees asking for this? Who is asking them to do it? I remember working at a printery where we would regularly use a guillotine, you know, that sharp cutting object, and I had to advocate for months to get a first aid kit. And these are the people telling us that they are doing things for our best interest, for our safety. A man like John Mahfood, why don't he put together some kind of fund and say, I will set up a fund. Anyone who is injured by this joke will get 20 millions. No. Can you imagine how many persons, how effective an initiative like that would be? How many persons will come out and take the joke? That would be better. But no, what they want to do is to bribe us with phone credit and pizza. Are we so hungry? You tell me in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.